I have a new trick to share with you for motion interpolation. And the reason is we don't have HGIG, so I needed to adjust the SDR HDR trick. This is on the PC specifically. But if you are on console, I'm just gonna explain you why this is all so awesome. And you can still try it with HDR on the games. So this is God of War. Man, I am actually upset with God of War, by the way. Because I was playing the game in the maximum difficulty, give me the God of War, and I advanced on the game a lot. But I was frustrated because it's unfair. The difficulty is not good, man. Yes. So if you're playing the new one, tell me if you're playing it on the maximum difficulty, if it's good. Because, man, this is, like, I'm pissed off with the game, to be honest. Yeah, I was very, very advanced, but it's unfair. I mean, I am a Dark Souls fan. I'm used to play all the games in the maximum difficulty. Not shooters. I'm not very good at shooters, but this kind of games. But this is just unfair, man. Unfair. And I'm repeating the game from the beginning, and I'm not gonna play it on the maximum difficulty. But that's beside the point. Let me share with you the settings. So we have to be on game console mode. Console mode. So we click here on the inputs, and we go to the HDMI input that we are, and we select console mode. Then here we can select any other mode, standard mode for example. So we have access to this option, D-Blur and Motion Pro. So what we have to do is we have to play the game at 60 frames per second, 60 Hertz. Rock solid, no drops. And this D-Blur works for 60. So what this D-Blur is going to do is going to give you interpolated frames, and it's gonna be exactly 120. So with D-Blur alone, you have 120 frames per second. Okay? But on top of that, if you use Motion Pro Medium, you double the motion clarity. So now this looks, because you might think, why would you do that? Why would you not be on Game Optimizer mode? Because this looks like 240 frames per second. And I am playing the game at 5K. Okay? That's why. Because it allows me to do something crazy like this. Of course, I'm using 5K DLSS, which is like 4K. But the point is, this looks so extremely sharp. It's just incredible. And if you have a 4090, you can try 6K and no DLSS, just raw, do something crazy. And it's going to look so shockingly sharp and fluid, like there's no blur. You move the camera and you're gonna be like, wow, what is this? What is this? So the input lag is not stellar. Let me show you. The input lag is not stellar, but it's not bad. It's not bad. This is playable. Like, I've been playing the game like this. And Uncharted, I was playing Uncharted with Motion Pro, but I was not using, on Uncharted, I was not using motion interpolation because of the settings. HGIG looks better with my trick. And dynamic tone mapping on, I don't like how it looks for this trick. It's too bright. So here's what we're doing. Here's the trick. Let me give you the settings. So we have HDR on Windows. So this is for the PC. We have HDR on Windows. And we max out the slider. We lower a screen brightness to 41. HDR tone mapping off. And we are going to use, so we just have full range here. So no force limited. Full on GPU, full on the TV. We have dynamic tone mapping off and screen brightness 41. And then we come here to the secret menu, 1113, 111, master in peak 540. Why? Because when we max out that slider on Windows, that slider is pushing 498 nits. So the max CLL is 498. So master in peak 540 is perfect. It looks super bright. and it's awesome. It's just absolutely amazing. This is actually brighter than HDIG, the HDIG trick. So I'm actually comparing them and see if this is even a better option. Just even on Game Optimizer mode, this might be even better. But I'm still comparing them because it's so difficult to notice the difference. We are splitting hairs, really. But it is super bright. It looks fantastic. And now I can get a great picture quality for motion interpolation. So here's the thing. I understand that it's not the same a high-end gaming PC as on the console to use this kind of things in terms of the input lag. Maybe you use these settings, motion interpolation on the console, and the input lag is gonna be atrocious. Sometimes it depends on the game. It depends a lot on the game. For example, this God of War, it has NVIDIA ultra low latency mode, so it feels extremely responsive. Like I have no issue whatsoever playing the game like this. Also Uncharted doesn't have that ultra low latency mode, at least not as a setting, I believe. But the game feels so responsive, man. So responsive. So it is not stellar. The input lag is not like immediately, like no lag at all, but it's so good, man. Like I have no complaint. So for example, on Cyberpunk, the game feels responsive, but yeah, I like to drive. When I'm driving, I like the perfect responsiveness. So I would not use it specifically on Cyberpunk. Also because it's a shooter, so I also enjoy the shooting responsiveness on Cyberpunk. So I'm not gonna use it on Cyberpunk. But in a game like this, which feels very responsive and it looks fantastic, and I can get this motion clarity, which is shocking. This motion clarity is just shocking because I have seen 120 black from insertion, which is even better. Okay, but the problem is I have not seen 120 black from insertion in God of War with this resolution. I'm playing at 5K DLSS. Okay, max, not max out. I have the shadows lower a little bit, I believe. But I haven't seen this level of sharpness in movement. What I'm seeing here is just incredible. So it is definitely worth trying. Definitely worth trying. So if you don't like the input lag, then use Motion Pro on Game Optimizer mode. And also this eliminates the flickering completely. Like for example, here we have all the snow is white. Okay, so if I am using right now Motion Pro High on Game Optimizer mode, I can notice the flickering because most of the screen is white. So this eliminates the flickering completely. And also because it's Motion Pro medium, it's not even high, so the flickering is even less in medium because it's 50% window size. So yeah, man, it is definitely worth trying. And yeah, the game, man. Tell me, I'm really interested to know this new God of War because I know eventually it's going to come to the PC, maybe 1 year, 2 years from now. I am interested in knowing, is the combat difficulty the same? In my opinion, this combat is broken, man. It's broken because it's unfair. It's unfair. Like, I was fighting with some enemies that they were just disappearing and appearing on my back, and it's not fair, man. Not fair. I am used to play difficult games, and this is just unfair. I'm playing Thymesia, which is ridiculously difficult. Thymesia or Thymesia, but it's fair. You know that you lose because you're not doing it well, but this is not fair. This was not fair. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. We basically put together the new knowledge, this new mastering pick knowledge that we have, and it works. Now we have a better result. So I'm very happy with that. So let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, let me know also about God of War. I'm interested in knowing that. So yeah.